influencer marketing. Such a hot and touchy subject in the clothing brand community. But as always, it's your boy Damo. We are outside of the AK Rome HQ right now. We are actually linking up with an Alaskan influencer. His name is Derek with Hardaway Learning. We hooked him up with some gear, and we are going to a waterfall spot here in Alaska to get a photo shoot in. And towards the end of the video, I'm going to talk to you guys about and share some opinions on influencer marketing, how it's worked for me, how it has not worked for me, and if it is something that you should be tapping into. So in the meanwhile, check out the view. Alaska at this time of year is gorgeous. So, you know, come along for the journey. Let's get it. There's one thing I can say about Alaska that we kind of have one up on some other clothing brands is there is never a shortage of places where you can take content or shoot content or find a photo spot. I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, look at this. This is right in our backyard, okay? I've done photo shoots here a bunch of times, you know, with homies, other people just reaching out. But like I said, he's got his cameraman, you know, he's influencing. He's gonna have his cameraman get some content, we're gonna get some stuff, and then we'll talk about it. Of course, it is not Alaska without the drone. So we've got the drone up right now doing its thing. My goodness, it is a beautiful day out here in Alaska. As you guys saw, we were in the shade. We were on the side of the mountain where the sun, it is just getting into spring. So we are having longer days. But yeah, we were in the shade, but it is sunny outside. So let's talk about this. We are back at the AK Rome HQ. Let's talk about it. Influencer marketing. Who should you reach out to? What should you say? What should be your goal? Okay, so I don't want you guys to get these confused. Influencer marketing is way different than like reaching out to celebrities to try to get an endorsement or like a photo in your gear. Completely different. Okay, so here's what I've learned with influencer marketing, and here's what I think you should try to do and what you should avoid. And like I said, I only give you guys the advice of what I have done and what I think I could have done better, but you guys are able to do whatever you want. That's the biggest thing in the clothing brand game. A lot of gurus out there, a lot of people telling you what to do. Just if you like the content and you like what I'm saying, roll with me. If you don't, feel free not to do anything I say. You know, we're all in this together, we're learning, and this is what I've found to be successful. As I said before earlier in the video, we have not messed around a whole lot with influencer marketing. You know, I've sent out a couple pieces to some snowboarders, some professionals within my community since AK Rome, the brand that I run, is an outdoor-based lifestyle brand. I've reached out to some professionals and basically the way, so I'm going to separate this with influencer marketing and just trying to get an endorsement of popular people wearing your stuff. So let's start with professionals. If you are trying to get, say, I'm going to use my brand. We are in the outdoor space. We have items that pertain to snowboarding, skiing. I've reached out to a couple pro riders basically through TikTok and Instagram and basically just let them know, hey, we've been following you for a long time. You know, the content you're putting out is great. The usual spiel. For me, it's more stoke terms like, you know, yo, you've been putting down all summer, or all winter, those lines have been crazy. We want to hook you up. What's your address? I get straight to the point. I don't say, we want to send you clothes so we can get a picture of you in it. We want to send you some stuff, and in turn, you can send us back some content. I don't even touch base on that. You want to come from a giving space if you have the funds and the capita to basically sacrifice or invest some clothing to a professional or a celebrity to basically wear your stuff. So I just let them know, hey, what's your address? If they get back to you, that's great. Send them the package. And then basically what we've done, you never really want to reach back out to them unless you're really thirsty and be like, hey, let me get a photo of you wearing that, right? That's not a good look. So I'd probably say out of the 6 professionals or celebrities we sent stuff out to, we've only got photos in 2 of them. And this wasn't them sending us a photo in our DMs being like, yo, we love the stuff, thank you, which does happen to a lot of people. Basically what happened is we sent some stuff out to 2 riders. We did not get any messages back besides, yeah, thanks, appreciate it. We saw tracking on our side and it did arrive to their place. About a month later, after checking their Instagram every day, we finally got a couple clips of them wearing our gear, which we then screenshot and used for our own socials. So celebrities and getting an endorsement with your clothes is way different than getting a influencer. So let's switch over to the influencer side. So the reason we have not messed around with influencer marketing a whole lot, as people have said that we should, and how it's such a cheat code for your clothing brand, which it is. I've seen a lot of streetwear clothing brands reach out to influencers that are within the same niche, and they have killed it, gotten them lots of sales. For us, we are trying to be, before we try to go worldwide, which we do get orders from all over the states, we want to, ours is like a lifestyle, proud to be from Alaska brand. So I'm not reaching out to influencers who are not in Alaska, right? Because it might be beneficial. You might get some sales if you really like the person and whatnot. But for us, we haven't needed to use influencer marketing. But today was a different story. This was a guy that I knew growing up. He was on my dad's basketball team. He's gone through a lot in his life and has just blown up recently through his Hardaway Learning. He's an author. So I said, hey, I know the guy personally. There is not a lot of influencers here in Alaska, so let's hit him up. So we linked up. Everything went cool, as you guys saw from the photo shoot. He's going to go on his side. He's going to make content. He's going to post it whenever we're ready to drop some new order or drop some new items. And that was all cool. So this was kind of like a one-on-one experience with an influencer. I got to meet up with them. We got to make the content together. By any means, I say do that. I say do that. If you are in the right niche of your clothing brand, whether you're a lifestyle brand, a position brand, someone basically decide if it works for you, if you have the product to give out for free and maybe not get anything back. But for us, man, influencer marketing, it depends where you want to put your energy. Right now, it is not worth it for my brand and myself to put the energy into influencer marketing. Because 1, you don't know if it's going to work. 2, that influencer might not even like your gear. You're just sending it to them and it's their job to do. I want to avoid making an influencer have to do their job. Now, if an influencer reached out to us and said like, yo, your gear is sick, I have X amount of following, I really like it, could you send me something? That's a whole different story. But when it comes to guerrilla market, I'd rather spend my time guerrilla marketing, finding people within our niche that might actually turn into customers rather than reaching out to a random influencer and being like, hey, can you wear this and make a couple posts so your people can see our stuff? And that's just me. So by all means, if you guys want to try influencer marketing, go out there and do it. But I think there is a right time and a right place for each brand to tap into that level of influencer marketing. A little later on, I will go a little bit more in depth into influencer marketing. But I just wanted to get out today and show you guys my experience of how it went. And it went great. So we've got a lot of content coming out this week. We got a lot of stuff. All these hoodies up on top back here, that is coming from a bulk order. We finally landed our first wholesale order to a brick and mortar shop here in Alaska. So that is going to be the next video we drop to basically talk about how we were able to get our brand into a store for retail. So if you guys like the content, go ahead, drop a like, drop a follow, hit me up in the comments. As you guys already know, if you like the gear that you guys see, akrome.com. And if not, your boy Damo is out, and we'll catch you on the next one.